Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between rolling hills, there lived a young woman named Clara. She was a quiet, thoughtful person, known for her love of writing letters. Every Sunday, she would sit by her window, penning down her thoughts and sending them to various people around the world, hoping to connect with strangers and bring a little bit of joy to their lives. One day, as Clara was sorting through her desk, she discovered a letter she had written years ago but never sent. It was addressed to someone she had loved deeply, a man named Thomas. They had shared a brief but intense romance before fate had pulled them apart. Clara had never gotten the chance to give Thomas this letter, and over time, she had forgotten about it entirely. Curious, she sat down to read it. As her eyes traced the words, she realized how much had changed since she had written it. The passion and sadness she had felt back then seemed so distant now. She smiled softly, feeling a mix of nostalgia and peace. But then, a thought struck her. What if Thomas had been waiting for this letter all these years? What if, just like her, he had never forgotten? Her heart raced with the thought. She decided to find him. Clara packed her things and set off on a journey to track down Thomas. She traveled through cities and villages, asking around, following old leads, but no one seemed to know where he had gone. Days turned into weeks, and just as she was about to give up, she stumbled upon a small bookstore in a forgotten corner of a bustling city. The old man running the bookstore had a mysterious smile as Clara walked in. "You're looking for Thomas, aren't you?" he asked, as if he had been waiting for her all along. Clara nodded, shocked. The man handed her a small, weathered envelope. It was addressed to her, in Thomas's handwriting. Trembling, Clara opened the envelope and read the letter that had been waiting for her all these years. It was full of love, regret, and longing words that mirrored her own feelings when she had written the forgotten letter. But the twist came at the end. "Clara, my love, I hope this letter reaches you one day, just as I hope to find you. But if not, know that I have always cherished our time together, and I have moved on. I hope you have too. With all my heart, Thomas." Clara stared at the letter, her eyes filled with tears. She realized that sometimes, life had a way of moving on, even if we didn't. The letter had been forgotten, but it had found its way back to her when she was ready to understand its message. And so, Clara returned home, the letter in hand, feeling a sense of closure. The forgotten letter had finally been delivered, but it was no longer the beginning of a story, it was the end of one.